I was just speaking it the whole time I was growing up. My parents were speaking it to me, and I picked it up early on. I've been speaking it my entire life.
Both of my parents were fluent Gaelic speakers, so basically since birth I've just been raised with the language. Just like how anyone learns English, that's kind of how I learned Gaelic.
Agus Jenny mod gachon na smau is sword loom hing gantokiga dari in your beard agus three in your
Van deze jou, van een haken nog een jenna, via bedroom stokken van, via zondag kan niet trouw, God de swatje na wel hou, aan een gin en bells in mannen, doe er een heetje mee aan het het trasje keintje bar, douches fel nou. Mally, listen to you, can you listen very well?
And it's a beautiful language and culture. It would be really sad if we didn't get to share it with other people, and if it got lost, it would just be a huge loss.
My name is Shelley Campbell, and I'm here at Waikagama Education Centre in Waikagama, Nova Scotia, Inverness County. Well, we're a small rural school. We're about 150 some students. The most unique thing I think that's here is that we offer the three languages that are three of the foundation languages of Nova Scotia. So we offer Mi'kmaq language, French language, and Gaelic language.
You can learn all the songs, and like you were saying, some classes said that the language was like dying, and it's cool that we're being a part of bringing it back.
Right, what do we say? Suaslisha Gaelic! Suaslisha Gaelic! Yeah, up with Gaelic. But my goal is for them to realize how important it is to them and to get them excited about it. So I will do anything in my class to make that happen. We'll play games, we'll make biscuits, we'll make bannock, we'll tie in stories from the local area, always try and keeping a local kind of component to everything that we do. And we just have a lot of fun. Shagu to the east.
My name is Colin MacDonald, and I'm a Gaelic director here at Scottish Gaelic and coordinator for Nagashki Gaga.
Show Karstel.
Hi, Karstel Guga. Wait.
Shinami. Aha. Karstel. And what? Show mo one. Who's still hurt? Who's still hurt? Catch a little cuss and
I think that programs like these are extremely important to offer an outlet for students who may take Gaelic in class or may not, to be able to access another way, another method of learning. They're great ambassadors for the culture, and it's great just to see the growth in the students.
What? Chinch your pain.
I think that one of my biggest reasons that I continue to learn and speak Gaelic is simply because I can, and it's like something that I can do. It's not always been that way. For my grandmother and for my dad, they didn't have the same opportunities and chances to use the language that I have today. So just the fact that like it's being encouraged, and I'm living in a time where my kids are going to be able to grow up and right from birth have Gaelic, like I just think that's so amazing. Part of my everyday life. Even if it's not Gaelic language, it's music or some other way, for sure, every day.
There's just a lot of people in my life now who wouldn't be in my life if I didn't speak Gaelic. As I said, I go to St. Yves, and most of my friends have some degree of Gaelic. I mean, most of them aren't fluent, but one of them's from Ontario, and he's right into the Gaelic.
Growing up, there were some people like in my classes that were saying Gaelic is useless and all these things like that, but there's still a lot more people that are supportive of it than there have been in the past. And like even as I'm getting older, like in my lifetime, there have been more and more people that have been supportive of Gaelic and saying how it's so great that people are learning it.
Sometimes at like gatherings and stuff like Kaylee's, people will be telling stories, and it's amazing how long they've been like passed down for, and it would be really sad if they got lost. So I think it's really important for like young people to learn them and take them up and keep them going.
Wavasha the dunya bach, haro datsan vegan tail eke. I guess vega dal munkurs attackers ek pay attackers.
It's very important so that the language can be passed down, and so people know how to speak it because it's part of their history.
I feel like it's our generation's duty to keep everything going. Like the older people, we need to get it passed down from them and keep it going, pass it on to future generations. Because the language is like the centerpiece, like all the culture that comes from that, that's all lost if the language is lost. If you think about the dances, that's almost, at least I've found that that's sort of hip and cool again. Going to the dances and like playing that music and singing those songs, it's cool with this generation. So I think it's on its way back.
You see people together and they're playing music and singing, you can just kind of like feel it. And I don't know, like they have like a lot of fun, people playing it, you can see them, and the music is just so like uplifting.
Well, it's who we are. It's who we are as a people. It's our culture. It's our heritage. And I just feel that if we let this die now, we're kind of letting our ancestors down. Our generation needs to be that next step, really. We need to learn this language to keep it going for generations and generations.
Definitely, if someday I do have children, I'm going to be speaking Gaelic to them and passing the language on to them, so that's going to be a huge part of my life. I want to come back and live in Cape Breton, and if I could, possibly get a job with Gaelic, which can be kind of difficult to do, but you know, hopefully by the time I'm in the workforce, there might be more opportunity for that.
Up until this point, like there's just been countless opportunities that have come from Gaelic and being involved in Gaelic culture, and I just know that in the future it's just going to be a major part of probably all of our lives.
And sometimes people wonder like why Gaelic and stuff like that, and why are you working towards that, and like I feel like everybody in their life needs to have something that they're working for and that they're fighting for, and a goal that's like down the road that you're trying to accomplish, and like that's what that is for, I think I'm speaking for all of us, that's what that is for us.
It's the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
It's a responsibility, but not one that is a burden.
We all of Gundy Crown, all just watch another how. Amen, cheer and mouse and gunner. Einen Gast of Osterie, Jivan Klachgerik na sein, Janavan Gashkem Klachgeri, Jimmer cheers the dog at General, Pia bedroom stock of Crown, Real soon of Gundy Crown, all just watch another how. Amen, cheer and mouse and gunner. I shiver, cheer na grip, Rainy Jager based at work, Lewing got up a Gaelic Affairs, Sabnach never as a Scottish Pia bedroom stock of Crown, Real soon of Gundy Crown, all just watch another how. Amen, cheer and mouse and gunner. Oh, nach Reaction, nach Ruaka Suas was straks, Kun man Kurshi Nuas Gandal, Amen, honor ours no matter. Pia bedroom stock of Crown, Real soon of Gundy Crown, all just watch another how. Amen, cheer and mouse and gunner. Pia bedroom stock of